The power of language. A long time ago, the human brain became very, very big, very, very quickly. It tripled in size over about 1 million years or so. Technically, back then, we weren't humans yet, but we were getting close. We've only been humans for about 200,000 years or so. But our big brains presented a challenge. The adult brain and the adult skull that carries it is way too big to be born anywhere close to being fully formed. So we are born with a very still developing brain instead of our tiny baby skull, which carries our tiny baby brain. This means our brains are still developing for at least 15 years after we are born. And one of the things that is required for a brain to develop fully is the right environment. Pretty much every other animal on Earth, when it is born, it has all the stuff it needs to know already programmed into its brain. Not us. We need to continue learning. And this learning comes from mostly unconsciously soaking up stuff from the people around us. And one of those things that we soak up is language. Noam Chomsky shocked the world back in the day with his theory on transformational grammar. The idea is that we have a metaphorical language organ in our brain, and we have these language switches that are built into our brain. And as soon as we are born, until we're about 2 or 3, these language switches are being calibrated to the local dialect. Chomsky's idea is that all humans speak the same language, but different dialects. And as soon as a kid has all their language switches calibrated, they start speaking fully formed sentences with more or less correct grammatical structure. And once they unconsciously learn how to speak and understand, the rest is just details. How to speak more properly, how to speak more politely, etc. How to read and write, which is also mostly an unconscious process. The bottom line is that for most people, most of the time, language is an unconscious process. It's not something people think about. We just kind of notice that some people are better speakers than other people. Some people are more articulate than other people. Some people are more well-spoken than other people. Some are naturally persuasive and charismatic with their language compared to other people. But it doesn't have to be this way. Just because effective and persuasive communication isn't taught in school, it doesn't mean you can't learn how to speak this way. Language can be a skill like any other skill. And the more you improve this skill, the more effective you'll be. Any recent beliefs about what's possible in your life can be completely blown away once you learn the power that you can convey through your language. Any previous ideas you might have had that you might have decided weren't worth sharing can become much more elegant simply by how beautifully you can describe them, how you describe them with compelling and engaging language. The language you use can move minds and alter lives. Large audiences around the world can be utterly captivated by the language that you use. You can repeatedly improve the elegance and persuasiveness of your language. Does it really matter if at first the new language you learn how to speak feels a bit strange if it keeps you on the path to greater financial and romantic success? How many different things can you accomplish in your life once you develop language that captivates people's minds and hearts? Few people ever really hear anything new, especially in face-to-face, interpersonal, real-life conversations. This means that few things will be as transformative for them as a conversation with you. Those that continue to practice and improve their skills tend to live much more rewarding lives. And when you decide now to improve your language skills, you'll be doing the same thing but on a much more profound level. Luckily, there's a lot of specific practice techniques and exercises that you can do that will help you even more. And you'll find that it only takes a few minutes a day doing these practice exercises before people realize just how profound your ideas really are. And once you decide to improve your language skills, once you feel feel the impact you can have on others, that's when you'll discover now how much you can profoundly influence the lives of others. And you'll find that it is your language, more than anything else, that will make you much more persuasive and charismatic to others. The question is, are you going to make your life better than it is? Are you going to decide now to speak more persuasively than you already do? Are you going to communicate more charismatically than you already do? Sure, it takes time. It will feel uncomfortable. You will make mistakes. But just imagine where you'd be today if you started a year ago. Imagine where you will be in a year if you start today. The tools are there. Your brain is already perfectly built to do something like this. The question is, will you take control of your life today? If you want to learn more about how you can consistently improve the quality of your language, please visit mindpersuasion.com. And because we make videos almost every day, please subscribe to our channel so you can continue to learn more. And please let us know in the comments the kind of videos you'd like to see in the future. Thank you for watching.